Oh. It's fucking cold in here. Well, that's why it's cold. What's up, John? Okay. I can't look at that anymore. Well. Meow, 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 meow. Inks are done. That's why I haven't been streaming. I put my head down and I was inking about 12 to 16 pages a day. And now I'm trying to color as much as I can. Both John and Chris, John, both you and CG contacted me separately. Like, are you okay? Where did you go? And it's just like, I don't know. I just freaked out and put my head down and didn't come up until the inks were done. I need to be doing that now for the colors. This needs to be done in like 2 weeks. So, um, yeah, yep. Um, let's see. 2. Well, no, let me go to book 1. Final pages. Let me find a. I know he's already colored that. Yep. Oh, I couldn't. I don't have the money to pay you, buddy. I appreciate it though. I've got Cole Roberts is helping me. Flat and Hamaker's helping me. So um I should be all right. But that's very kind. Yeah, but buddy, I can't compensate you for your time. Oh, I appreciate you. Listen, if it comes down to it, I'll call. I promise. If I can't get this done uh, in the next 2 weeks, it's going to bump the schedule, and I don't want to do that. So, but I think I can do it. So, I appreciate you, man. That means a lot because it's been a rough couple weeks. Buddy of mine's in the hospital, and it's just been, stressful, man. Buddy of mine's a cop, and he was in a foot pursuit and had to stop running because he he couldn't breathe, he couldn't catch his breath. And the next morning, his wife noticed all this bruising, and yeah, so he's in the hospital now, and his body isn't making his bones aren't making new red blood cells. So they're trying to figure out what's going on with him, and uh, this just bummed me the fuck out. So um, I'm hopeful he's going to be okay, but I'm getting to that age, man. Getting to that age where people you know, are starting to have real problems. When you're young, you never think you're going to get a call that someone your age is sick or has passed, and then you get to a certain age, and suddenly it's just like, yeah, that's possible now, that could happen. That's a thing. You can wake up one day and find out your buddy Joel's gone, or your buddy Danny's in the hospital with some kind of immune disorder. I don't know. I guess that can happen to anyone at any time. It's just feeling a little weird right now. And I think there's also like uh even even desperately trying to stay away from the news, it's just a constant deluge of um, you know, Trump's and Musk and all those guys are freaking going ham and Sean, I needed that, man. Sean, you're my buddy. You're the best. Good Lord. I don't know why that gag never fails to amuse me, but that is the best bit. I'll never not laugh at that. Crunch coloring, budget shortage, time's never ending march toward death. This stream has everything. That will never not be funny to me. 4 years running. Yeah, man. Listen, man, things are good. I'm sitting here making comics, guys. I'm really excited about this book. It's so excited to be this close to the finish line. I can't wait to turn it in so that my editor and I can discuss happy things, not me being late. And I'm excited about new ideas that I have and yeah, I don't know. Angie's loving her new job and I don't know, man. I just last couple days flipped me out because uh when your when your buddy goes in the hospital because his bones aren't making frickin' red blood cells, your brain goes to really bad places because it could be anemia, sure. It's looking like that might be what it is, but um your brain goes, "Oh, it's cancer or leukemia or." So my sister-in-law, my brother's wife, she was an oncology nurse and she dealt with a very specific kind of blood cancer, and it was the shit. It was, um, what's it called? Myoma or something like that? I don't remember. Something freaking scary, something really scary, and, uh and, there's no treating it, and it's bad, and what my buddy's going through is that those symptoms are his symptoms are symptoms of that, and so uh you flip out. Well, and let me tell you about my buddy Danny, man. My buddy Danny, he's amazing. He and so when book one came out, when book one of Table Titans came out, we had a little launch party here, um and it was like at a bookstore in Redmond, and um, I didn't expect anyone was going to come out because like the book doesn't have any fans yet. You know how it can't because no one knows about it yet. So, um, I assume there'd be a little bit of interest from people that frequent the store, but and some people that maybe are fans of my work. But I think those are less and less that get excited about coming out for that stuff now. So I did not expect a big turnout, but we had a really nice turnout. And on top of it, um, our friends, um, Eric and Danny and his wife Liz, they just showed up and they just like surprised us. And we flipped out because Danny and Liz live in Colorado and Eric lives in Louisiana. So they conspired and to surprise us and flew out, and we just had a wonderful couple days with us. But I don't know that I'll ever be able to express to them how much that meant to me that they did that. Um, and Danny, he's a good man and he cares and he protects people, and I just love him to death. And sometimes we get to hear about his cases, and that's really fun because we're super into, um, we're kind of true crime buffs over here. My wife loves shit like Forensic Files, and we call it murder TV, but um, yeah. So I don't want anything bad to happen to my friend Danny. I don't want anything bad to happen to him, my friends, but like, anyway, anyway, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm super into crime, Sean. I love it. I'm really thinking about a career change. All right, is that what you want to hear? Yeah, I might. It's got to pay better than this. Crime. I hear crime pays pretty good, man. That's what I'm hearing. Word on the street. Knocking over a bank has got to be an easier way to make a living than trying to sell comics. Whoa, whoa. It's just got to be. All right, I got to find a picture of. Oh, geez. No, I'm not. I'm struggling. I'm struggling, boys. uh, oh, there we go. I knew Steve wouldn't let me down. Okay. Look at the back of some cards. What did everybody think of the Fantastic Four trailer? I thought it was great. I couldn't be more happy than I am right now. I think it's awesome. Had you not seen Wolverine and Deadpool yet, Sean? Well, what did you think? Don't leave us hanging. Pretty great, right? I thought it was super fun. We had a ball. Oh, no. Yeah. Oh man, I don't care. These guys can freak out all they want, man. That movie looks super fun, and I'm gonna go watch the hell out of it. If they want to lose their minds because the Silver Surfer's a girl or whatever, they're welcome to. I don't know. I don't know why we give a shit that a bunch of apes want to complain every time a new movie comes out. The movies are making bank. They're not going to stop making them. They're going to make them just the way they want to. And for the most part, they're pretty good. And they're, you know, as someone who grew up with the superhero movies we were forced to endure as kids, man. This is the heaven. Where I mean, you know, I mean, I don't know what more people could want after Endgame. Like, what more is Marvel supposed to do for you than that Infinity Saga? Uh, he gave us the best superhero movies that all went for 10, 15 years, and and culminated in some of the greatest cinema. Best time at a theater I've ever had in my life. But then I had to sit through 6 episodes of Miss Marvel. Mm. Most of this trailer is just a thing cooking. Mm. And then the thing that really is funny to me, and I knew it was gonna happen, is people are like, "I don't like the thing CG." Everyone loves Korg. No one said, "I hate that Korg is CG." They just love the character because he's fun and he's hilarious. And Ragnarok was a hell of a ride. But the thing can't be CG. No, no, he was supposed to be practical. And if he was practical, they'd complain about that. Why is he practical? Why couldn't they CG him? So yeah, whatever. And they finally got him right. Like they didn't compromise. They didn't have to, they didn't reimagine him like they did in Josh Trask's Fantastic Four, where he was a big rock guy, but he didn't look anything like the thing that we know. They didn't um they didn't try to change his look with the practical like the practical suit that Michael Chiklis wore. I didn't mind that thing, but he didn't look like the thing in the comics, right? Because they had to fit the contours of a human face. This one, it is the comic book thing. 100%. Same proportions, same build. They just brought the comic book design to life. It was that scene of him watching himself on TV and the TV goes black and he sees his reflection and he's in the suit. That is 100% pure Jack Kirby. Hondy P. Uh, 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 uh. What a grim take. Dude, what are you doing? What are you doing? What? I don't understand what's happening here. I'm so confused. Okay, shoo, that scared the fuck out of me. I was in the wrong folder. He was in the wrong folder. Okay, I can get rid of that. And I don't now see you guys aren't seeing this because I'm just sharing a window. Let me share. Um, Let me share this screen. Look at this. Check this out. So I in Clip Studio Paint have set up a custom color um, thing for coloring this. Um, I was pretty proud of myself for this. Pretty proud of myself for setting that up. So what you do is you come in here, you open up the color set window, and then you click this and you choose. You can edit color sets and make a new one, but you come down to here, which is auto register color in an eyedropper. In eyedropper. So the minute you eyedropper a color, it adds a new swatch. And if you go to view, you can choose a list. And when you choose a list, it's really easy to label them. And so, yeah. That's what I do. Too many characters. Too many damn characters in this book. I don't know what in the hell I was thinking. So many damn characters. These are just for flatting. When I go back and do the shading, I'll make another color palette for all the shading stuff. So yeah, I come over here and I go Val skin, Val shirt, Val hair, helm, the tongue, and then I can just so that's what you don't see because normally it doesn't show all the tooltips. All the tooltips, Jesus. All the menu things. When I share just the window, it doesn't share that stuff for some reason. I fell down the last couple days too when I've been doing this like head down inking stuff. I fell down a rabbit hole of listening to debates between Christian apologists and atheists, and on YouTube, and boy, uh, I don't know why I get on these weird YouTube rabbit hole jags where I'll just fall down rabbit holes and become obsessed with certain things on YouTube. Um, but yeah, that happened. The characters, the characters in that whole scene, uh, the kind of infamous personalities that argue uh, the Christianity versus atheism stuff is crazy. And no one really argues they're all argue it's all a metaphysics argument. It's like idiots trying to catch each other in um um metaphysical um like traps. So it feels like they never really get to uh any point. Yeah, John, it's really weird. Like there's this one guy, he goes by Darth Dawkins. He's like this kind of infamous, just really obnoxious presuppositionalist atheist or a Christian apologist. And he never wants to discuss his belief. He has a script and he tries to take people down this metaphysical argument. So the first thing he says is, "Are you an atheist?" And then the person will say, "Yeah, I'm an atheist." And he's like, "Why are you? Why? Can you defend that? Can you defend your worldview?" And they're like, "Yeah, I don't see any evidence for God." And he's like, "Well, does your worldview involve facts?" And then they go, "Yeah." And he's like, "Well, how do you ground those facts? If you deny God, what is ultimate and the foundation of every fact that you understand?" And then, yeah, it's yes. Don't ever talk me. Don't ever talk me. That's the guy. That's him. He never gets that far, Jaconis. It's always like you can't how do you know anything? How do you know that that your basis for reality is true? if you deny a creator God that is a mind. I don't understand all of it. I never studied this stuff. My buddy Rob, he went his whole academic career was philosophy and studying this stuff. So he gets it. I don't. Oh, see, Jaconis, you understand it. A false dichotomy. That's the thing that he talks about all the time. But yeah, he never explains how he yeah. I would have to play it so you could hear it, but it's crazy. I could play one. Do you guys want to hear it? And then you'd have to well, no, I couldn't play it because then I can't right now. I'm not set up to I'd have to stop streaming my colors to stream the sound. It's dumb. Oh wait, I did that wrong. Fuck. When anyone ever gets close to stumping him or answering him, he starts trying to railroad them to answer a question that clearly is not germane or or he'll get real pissy about you didn't answer my question. Do you want me to repeat it for you? Why won't you answer this question? And then eventually he gets you pissed enough to where you interrupt him and he's like, look, I'm gonna go. If you don't stop interrupting me, I've been, blah blah blah. Then he bails in his own way. He bails out. So or if someone says, well, you're making the claim, you're claiming that there's a God, why don't you defend that? And he's like, I'll be happy to discuss what I believe, but first you have to answer this. But he never, ever, nor does he ever intend to defend Christianity. And then he gets really, really insulting. Like he'll be like, what you just like if someone makes a good point, he goes, what you just said is gobbledygook. How old are you? He always goes to that. How old are you? And the guy goes, I don't know, I'm 20. He's like, well, I'm 61 and you don't know what you're talking about. And I've been debating this since before your parents met. He'll immediately go to some kind of ad hominem thing. Or if you make a good point, he'll pull out some ridiculous metaphysical disqualifier that you then have to debate with him like that's a false dichotomy. That's begging the question. Uh, that's a category error. Um, and then once you're arguing that with him, you're off the point that you made a good point and he doesn't have to deal with that. So, yeah. Oh, color. And I also joined a like a debate server on Discord to see what that was like. Like, could I debate people? And I can't. I don't have enough skin in the game, and I get too upset. And I don't really understand stuff as well as I think I do. I um I do good when we discuss politics or if we discuss things that are opinion. Well, I mean, that's all opinion, but like especially the stuff I know, like entertainment stuff and um but like you're the I got into a debate on the server with a conservative that was claiming that transgenderism is a mental disorder, and and I was pretty pissed at him for saying it, and I was like, it's not a mental disorder. And he's like, well, yeah. And then someone else was like, it's not. It's not. No one in medicine says transgenderism is a mental disorder. Body dysphoria or body dysmorphia can be considered that, but being trans isn't. And he's like, well, um, uh, he goes, well, there's a lot of it used to be, and there's a lot of people in the scientific and medical community that feels like it should be again, that was a mistake. And so, and I agree with them. Like, we used to believe it was a mental disorder, and there's a lot of people that think that it should still be. And I said, yeah, we used to think that lightning was because Odin was mad, but we don't think that anymore, right? Like, we used to think that people got sick because God was mad at them or there were demons in them. So you want to go back to that too? Like, what the hell does that mean? Like, who cares what we used to think? We then got smarter and there was more data and there was more evidence and we peer reviewed it and then we decided, oh no, it turns out it's not. So why would you want to go, but what I was really good at when I was like taking that guy on was I was like, "Do you really think it's a mental disorder, or do they just give you they just give you the creepies, and you don't want to deal with them? You don't understand it, and you don't like it, and so you don't want to have to deal with it, and so um, you're biased and you're transphobic, and if it's a mental disorder, then you don't have to feel bad." And he didn't have an answer for that. Russell's Teapot. I don't know what that is. Yeah, exactly, Sean. Listen, if we start accepting that trans rights are human rights, what's next? Sure, you don't understand it, but you don't have to understand it. You just have to respect that that's a human going through a human experience. And when, like, why do you, I don't understand how you lack the ability to go, wow, this person really feels uncomfortable in their own body. They really wish they were a different gender. They were not born in the gender they identify with. And put your personal understanding of it and feeling of it aside and just understand that's a person going through something. Why is your first instinct not, oh, we should help them? That's what I don't get. How is that? Why is that so hard? I don't get. I don't know. But I think that my for so for example, my like a looking at things temporally and fourth dimensionally. I remember a version of me that didn't get it, didn't understand it. And I had been confronted a couple times at conventions by um, some transgender fans who were like, how come you don't have a transgender character in your strip? Why don't you have that?" And I said, "I don't really understand it, and if I did it, it would be really it would not ring true, or it would feel pandering. It would feel like I'm doing it just to, I don't know, it doesn't feel like it would be true to, I don't, I write from what I know, and I don't know that, and wouldn't I'm really afraid of misrepresenting, and and uh and so um that happened a couple times. um but and so I can understand if someone went, like, if someone was confronted in that way and they were like, well, I don't like this, why is suddenly now I'm the bad guy, just because I think boys are boys and girls are girls. I guess I can see people falling down that. But now that I have more people in my life who are trans and non-binary, um, I would have no problem having that in a comic strip. Um, in fact, I never really get a chance to ever say it because it wasn't a part of the story, but I've always considered Darby to be non-binary. Um, and in the adult Table Titans, Darius is gay. He dated Max for a bit, but I didn't feel was interesting to me, and what makes me kind of try to understand why um some people handle that stuff so poorly is a lack of understanding, and a lack of having that in their life. Like I mean, yeah, I don't know. I'm really sick of just being mad at people, and I'm more like, well, how do we get to where, instead of just writing them off and saying, oh, they're transphobic fucks and fuck them, you know, I mean, some people you just can't save. Some people you just will never change. And some people are evil. And I'm not saying we don't call them on their bullshit and call them on their bad behavior at all. I'm not saying that. But I also would love to try to figure out why it's easier for them to just go to hate, you know, and not empathy. I know some people don't have it and aren't capable of it, but um, as someone who didn't always act or say the right thing when it came to this stuff, and now I feel I'm better at it. Um, I'm really, really happy that the people in my life didn't write me off because I hadn't figured it out yet. Um, I was talking to my buddy Jared yesterday, who's a chiropractor, and we were discussing this. And I was discussing how I'm really scared right now for my friends that are LGBT, especially trans kids that I know. I'm just really scared for them because of the current atmosphere in the country. And I just want to, I'm like, I don't know why everyone's first thought isn't, I must protect this kid. I got to protect this kid at all costs, you know? And we were joking around. I go, like I said, most trans people I meet, the minute I meet them, I'm like, oh, I love this person. I must protect them at all costs. And I'm like, well, there's one. There's one I really can't fucking stand. But that's because they're an asshole. That's okay to still. And then Jared, he's like, oh yeah. Yeah, if they're an asshole, welcome. That's just not like an asshole. But yeah. I don't know, man. It's scary. I'm scared. So we've gotta we've gotta step it up and protect. Protect, protect. Protect trans kids. Because as soon as they start trying to criminalize people helping them and teachers being afraid to help, it's going to get really scary for them. And I don't know. I don't know. See, I can't help but fall down these damn. That's why I've been in a bad mood lately, man. I managed to avoid um, a bunch of Trump between uh, the kind of lame duck part of Biden's presidency, like post election, and then I basically media blackouted myself during the inauguration and stuff, and um, I accidentally um, caught a bit of him talking. I don't know if it was a clip from the inauguration or whatever, but the only words I heard him say was something like, "We will end the trans lunacy in our country" or something like that. And I was just like, Jesus Christ. Fuck. That's it. Why is that? What? What is happening? That just rocked me. Uh I did not handle that well at all. That just I wanted to get on a plane and fly to West Des Moines and just stand and just bodyguard my my buddy's daughter. Just like look real mean and dare anyone to come near her. I'll kill you. I'll kill him. I'll go to jail. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Jail, 3 meals a day. Don't have to worry about anything. Just, I don't know, man. It's sounds a little appealing. Maybe get shivved. Just get shivved in the shower. And then you just feel that warm trickle and just go, that's okay. That's good. I'm done. And then you just a lot of screaming as you eagerly await the sweet release of death. That's where I'm at. Yeah, you get free tetanus shots. That's what they don't tell you about prison. Although now, what is it? He wants to send offenders to Venezuela or something? I don't remember. That just was a new thing. Walk around holding someone's pocket. Yeah, El Salvador. Great. Let's do it. We'll just walk around holding someone else's pocket. I'm for it. Let's go. That's right. We can't send our criminals to Australia. Well, I mean, I guess we could. It's nice. I really like Australia. If I was going to be sent to Australia, I'm definitely for prison. For sure. I love Melbourne. I like speaking in a terrible fake Australian accent. I love it. And everything's different in Australia. Do you know in Australia, dogs are real chill and kids chase sticks? I'll talk to Lord Humongous. He seems like a reasonable fella. Trump want to tariff Canada. Weird, but okay. So he said he wants them to pay for their fair share to NATO and to ramp up border security for drugs. They don't come from Canada. Okay. Without any real clear indication of what that means, yesterday the two sides came to an agreement and the tariffs won't happen. But before that, Donald Trump tweeted a grievance that American banks can't operate in Canada. Okay, well, great. Yeah, I don't want to know. I don't care. That's great. That's awesome. You know what? Good for him. Good for him. Oh, good for you. Very proud of you. Yeah, he blinked. Real strong. Well done. But I'm disgusting. I'm a disgusting man. Does anyone in the chat use Clip Studio Paint on a regular basis? I feel like a real streamer when I refer to you as chat. Hey, chat. Okay, so here's my Clip Studio question. Do you know how in Photoshop, if you want to toggle between your foreground color and your background color, you can just hit X? Can you do that in Clip Studio? Is there a similar way to do that in Clip Studio? To toggle between your foreground color and your background color? Or wait, I think X swaps them. It's been a hot minute since I used Photoshop. I don't even frickin' remember. X and C by default. Oh, are you kidding me? It's X. I just didn't even try it. Oh, thank you, John. Thanks, buddy. Oh, oh boy. Mm, 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 mm. Why do I always have theme songs running through my head? That's my buddy's favorite party trick is he'll go, "Do you know that if you name a theme song, Scott, or if you name a TV show, Scott can sing you the theme song right off the top of your head?" And they're like, "Really?" And I said, "If I've seen the show, if I'm familiar with the show, yeah, I pretty much can." And then they're like, "Nah." And then they start throwing out TV shows, and then I start singing theme songs, and they're like, "What's wrong with you?" I'm like, "I don't know. I don't know why." It's just something I can do. But yeah, I have theme songs running through my head all the time. So go ahead, kids. Stump me. Name a show. And I'll sing the theme song. That's what you get. when you stream with me. You don't get that on other streams. You don't. That's a Scotty K special. She's a small wonder, true. I don't know the words. She's a small wonder, she's a small wonder. How the hell do I know that? What a weird show. You should contact the YouTube channel Secret Galaxy and do the random theme songs for their deep dive shows. Okay, I'll check it out. What's it called? Secret Galaxy? What is the show about? Hmm. Uh-oh. Lucy having a dream. She chasing rabbits. Okay. I actually need to go. I've been streaming for an hour and a half. Really? Wow. Okay. Well, this was more of a proof of live stream than anything. I'm fine. I'm just really focused right now. But I just wanted to stream a little bit today to say hi. Thanks for hanging out with me. I've got some errands to run that I promised my wife I would do today. So I'm going to go do those. But I'll be back this week streaming again. Take care of each other. Love each other. Talk to you guys soon. Click dial tone.